Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see an interesting topic called function overloading. Function overloading is also known as polymorphism. And we have seen what is polymorphism, which takes different forms. So let us see how this works or what is function overloading. So what happened is C++ allows two or more function to have the same name, but you should have the different signatures. So when I say signatures, the number of parameters, their type and their order. Let me repeat. In C++, we can have two or more functions with the same name. If you take your class, uh, we can have any number of students with the same name, but their physical appearance, everything will be different, right? So same way, you can have two or more functions with the same name but different signatures. So when I say the signature, their parameters, their type and their number and their order has to be different from other. So let us see this in detail. And to overload this function should be within the same scope. You know what is the meaning for scope? So please remember that should be within the same scope. And the second thing is, as I told, the signature should be different. And the function overloading is also known as function, or we call it as polymorphism. So let me conclude. You should have the function within the same scope and they should have the different signatures, right? So let us if this is the case, what happens during compilation, your compiler is going to decide which function to call based upon the number of parameters or the number and their type and the sequence of parameters. So think that you have got three different functions, not three different, three functions with the same name. And when your function call comes, how your compiler is going to decide? So compiler is going to decide based upon the number, how many parameters are there, what is their type, and what is the sequence of the parameters. So let us see an example, so which will give you a better idea. So this is your function declaration. We have add function. Look at again, this is add, this is add, add. So we have got five functions with the same name but different parameters. See, if you look at a and b are integer, here we have three integers, a, b and c. Here we have x and y, they are double. Here we have p and q, they are again double, but return type is different. Sorry, p is integer and q is double. And here p and q, p is double and q is integer, which returns double value. Now look at the first function call. If you look at the first function call, so based on all the parameters like signature, when I say the signature, which means the type, the number of parameters and their order. So look at the first one. We have int a, int b, which has to return integer value. So obviously, which is going to call the first function. So this will be used by the first prototype. Look at the second one. So we have again add, and which takes three integers. So where is the function which takes three integers? Add 5, 10, 15. So this will be used, right? Look at the next one, x and y. That means you have to call a function which takes two double value and returns double. Where it is? So this is double value, this is double value. So this will be used for that. And for the prototype fourth one, it has to, the first parameter should be integer, second should be double, and it should return double value. So we have to take integer and double. So integer and double, the first one is integer here and this is double value. For fourth one, this will be selected. Look at this. And for the last one, we should call a function which takes the first value as double and second as integer. Whether this is double and this is integer. And for this, we are going to use this function call. If you look at everything, all the functions has got the same name, but which has got different signatures. So what the compiler is going to do, which is going to find, which tries to find an exact match. How it is going to decide whether the match is correct or what? By seeing the signatures, right? So if it is right match is not find, sometimes what happen, the compiler uses an integral promotions. For example, so you have float, think that you have something like character and float. So character and float will be converted into double. Let us see an example for this. So look at the scenario where we have a function called, function name is square, and which takes integer value. Now what we learned, integer can be converted into long integer or double. So this conversion takes place automatically. So your compiler is not finding a right match for this function. There is no function definition which takes integer value. Look at this. We have square. This is going to take long integer, and this takes double. And as per our this, we know integer can be converted into long integer or double. So what happened? It can be converted to either long or double. So which is going to create an ambiguous situation. So which is going to give an error. So we should avoid this kind of cases. Why this happens? Because there is a facility in the system, or your system is going to convert, or which supports integral conversions. Smaller integers will be converted into the larger this. Integers will be converted into, let me repeat, converted into long or double. So let us see the complete function for this. So as you could see, you can find uh, two functions with the same name, add. Hope you can see this also add function, but look at the signature. We have int, the first one takes two integers and second takes three integers. So what happens, their signatures are different. And what is the name for this we call it as function prototype. Look at your main function where we have two variables x and y, and we call the add function with two integers. So obviously it will come to this. So this is we have got two function definitions. So this is what the first one, and this is what the second one. So here what happens? So a is going to be 10 and b is going to be 20, which is the sum is going to be 30, and this will be returned to x. Now your x is going to be 30. Match. So this is the match we have got it for this prototype. Next, look at the second one where I've taken y and calls the same function but three different parameters. So this is going to be 30, 40 and 50, and what is the sum will be returned to a variable called y. Now what is my x? Your x is going to be 30 and y is going to be 120. So this is what the output we received. So the